everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Today we're going to do a really fun, easy peasy project. So I don't know if you're like me, but I am obsessed with hidden paper clips. You can add them anywhere in your journal. They add so much fun and interest, plus they're functional. So you have a paper clip, you can stick something in it. It can be used as a bookmark and all kinds of things. It just adds so much character to the journal that you're working on. But I never found one that I thought was easy enough to do like a mass make with, because I don't know, sometimes they just seemed complicated, or sometimes they didn't turn out like I had hoped or like the video showed. So today I'm going to show you an easy peasy way to mass make these hidden paper clips. So here in front of me I have a couple I have made off camera. But I will say that I started out using just, because all you need is a one-sided paper. But I started out using just the scrapbook paper, and it'll work. It does work, but I felt like it left it a little bit flimsy, especially with these ones that have like a little tab on top. And if you're going to be pushing them on, I felt like that might be a little flimsy. I did add like a tab on the top of this, and that makes it a little more sturdy. So let's just pretend this is your top of your journal. I'm just going to slide that on. It's going to stick up beyond the page this much. You can make them so that they're flush. And these with the scrapbook paper might work better doing the flush version, because you don't have that extra flapping around. I mean, it works, but it's just a little bit more flimsy. So because I don't have a lot of cardstock that's printed, this is a heavier scrapbooking paper. This is a really old paper pad, and I don't use these, but I'm going to use it for this example. It's not really colors that I would choose. I mean, you might be able to just use that side. Either way, I'm going to use this because it's a little thicker. It's not super thick. Like, you know, this is a file folder, and that's pretty thick. This is somewhere in between regular scrapbook paper and heavier paper. I don't know the weight of this. So, and I had made some, but they were all with the scrapbook paper. So what we're going to do is just show you the example with this one or this one. These are two that I have out of that paper pad that I don't like. So, all right, we're going to take this. We're going to bring up our big old cutter. And all you need to do is have this 10 1/4 inches. So I'm going to go over to the 10 1/4 and chomp the rest off. And I'll save these. I'm going to use these for something, right? Never throw anything away. My husband loves it when I never throw anything away. I'm just kidding. So you have 10 1/4 here, this way. We're going to be making a fold. So you want 1 1/4 left over here. So that means you're going to have, if this is 10 1/4, you're going to have, after your 1 1/4, you're going to have 9 inches here. You're going to fold 4 1/2. So whichever is easiest for you, if you want to measure 1 1/4 and fold that, or you can just come from this end and do 4 1/2, which is probably what I will do. I'm just going to mark it for myself, and then I'm going to put my ruler. It would help if I got both pieces straight. Usually you don't do 2 pieces. I'm just trying to do 2 at once so we don't have to do this process again. So then what I'm going to do is I have it at 4.5. I'm going to fold this kind of up against, hold your ruler down tight. I'm going to fold this up against the edge of the ruler and just start pushing against that to make my folds. So then you can remove your ruler and you can just take these separately and, you know, line these edges up before you make your final fold. That way you'll have a straight edge. So then there's that one. And then, yeah, see, these are directional and I don't know how that's going to turn out. But at this point, I don't care. And it might not even show. Yeah, it's going to be this. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Where's my fold? We'll see if we can get these numbers going the right way. Because I kind of like the numbers better than I do that sunburst pattern. Okay. So now all we're going to do, I want that on the outside too, I think. Okay. Taking your paper like this. Can y'all see good? Facing it off to the left. You're going to take your jumbo paper clips. You're going to take the long end, the long side of the paper clip and put it on the short end, the short side, I don't know, of the paper. So you're going to put it on like that. You can space these however you want. It depends on how long, or like how wide, okay, how wide of a hidden paper clip you want. You could have a bunch on here and just have skinny ones. Just whatever you want. So just take a bunch of these and space them out. You can move them, just kind of get an idea. Just put them on there. Nobody needs to get crazy accurate yet. Well, actually at all, because you can move these. So just remember, you're putting the long side of the paper clip on the short side of the paper. So on this side, you have the short side of the paper clip on the long side. Okay, we'll do that. We'll just do this one. So then those are your paper clips. So now you're gonna take this right here and fold it up, basically up against the edge of these paper clips. Okay, try to do it without letting those move. And again, try to line up your ends so that your fold is going to be straight. If those are lined up, then just kind of fold it across. Just check them, you know. Mine's a little bit crooked. And, okay, then flip it over. And this, you're going to flip down over the top. Just bend that over the top. And take a bone folder and just kind of, because it's hard with those paper clips there, but just get that edge folded. And then you're going to take this edge up against the bottom of these paper clips. So you're going to have a little ridge edge there, a lip. Again, try to get your edge straight and give yourself a nice straight fold. Again, take that bone folder and just kind of help yourself out there. Flip this over. So to get the ones with the top tab on, this is the tab, sorry. To get this tab so that it sticks up above your journal page, which looks cool. I mean, yeah. So when your journal is shut, you're gonna see this part, right? But if you want it to just be flush, there's a different way to fold it. So if you want the tab, you're gonna just take this and fold it down to meet this edge. Okay? If you don't want the tab, just fold this all the way over to meet this edge. So should I just do that and show you the difference? Okay, we'll do that. I'm just gonna fold this. Then you're gonna have this part you're gonna cut off, okay? So And look at me, I ended up with that stupid starburst or sunburst on the on the outside, dang it. Okay, it don't matter. So now, because you're gonna make this flush, you don't need this part here. So you can just trim this off with your scissors or craft knife or whatever. I'm just gonna take my scissors real quick and cut this part off. Okay, so yeah, I guess play around with it a little bit to decide what pattern is gonna end up on the outside. Now, this is where you're gonna cut these into your sizes for your paper clips. Also, there's another alternative, which is kind of fun too. You could cut this in half and have, well, let me show you. Let's cut this one right there. Now, once this is all glued together, you actually could leave it this big, slip it onto a journal page, and then, I have anything here? Sure I do. Okay, so say this is your journal page and this is your, like a side tuck. Then you could stick a tag in there. Okay, so now, instead of just hidden paper clips on top, like this, get it straight, on top like that, you can do this on the side of a journal page, you know, if it's sturdy enough, and you've got an area for a tuck. You see how cool that could be? Let's use one of these. So you can just stick stuff in there. So if you leave it like this size, you can leave it as long as your journal page, whatever. So you have options now, whether you want these to be all cut into size like this, or if you want to leave them bigger. So let's cut this one down. You can also open it so you can see where your paper clips are, and then fold it back down. Well, I don't know. Did that really help me out? No, because I can't really see where I cut anyway. Oh boy. I guess that didn't help. It probably made it worse. Okay. But anyway, you can just cut away. And then you have this. Yep, see, I cut that. So then you have this. And you're going to take this side first. You're going to glue this side first. I'm going to use Fabrifix for this because it's a little bit stronger. A little bit stronger glue. Oh, that part's going to bug me. There. And then you're going to flip that up and glue that down. Man, there's another. See, I shouldn't have done that, but trying to see if it could be easier to cut them when you could see where you were cutting. So then you're going to take this flap on top next, and you're going to glue that down over the paper clip. And then flip it this way and glue this edge, this square, flip this up and glue that, and then you've got one more to glue. Whew, I hate the smell of this stuff. Just glue that one. Be sure to get the edges. I'm not being really specific just for this example, but so then, yeah, it kind of looks like a math book. Once you've got the glue on there, so let it set for a couple minutes. See, and the difference between using a heavier paper and using, what did I do with them? Here they are. The difference between using this heavier, little bit heavier, it's not a whole bunch heavier, but it's a little bit, is that you can't really see the paper clip as well as you can through the thinner paper. And it, to me, I don't mind, because I'm weird like that. I like to distress over stuff. Like, I would just distress over that, and I think that would look cool. I would distress all these edges, all these corners, and I would leave that. But that's just me. So what I'm saying is, when you use the heavier paper, I am going to trim this before it really bugs me. You're going to get the paper clip hidden more so that you don't see it. To me, it doesn't matter. That's the least of my concerns. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chomp the corners. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch side of the chomper and chomp through all of these. And then, of course, I'm going to distress these edges. And it's a little bit easier with this heavier paper as well. The scrapbook paper isn't as sturdy to go around and distress, but it can be done. I'm just saying that you have options, and I'll probably use scrapbook paper a lot because that's what I have. I don't have a lot of this thicker stuff. And if I do, it's in ugly colors that are still sitting in my stash because I don't want to use them. But I thought I would use it for this example. But I also thought I was going to get those numbers on the outside. So that's another thing. Now, how do I get that inside? How do I get that inside flap distressed? Well, let me tell you. Stick this piece of paper in there and just distress. And see, I'm hitting the paper clip, and I don't care. I like the looks of that. Plus, you can decorate over this, but that's just the way that you're going to get that flap, unless you do it first before you glue it down. And you can do that too. So with this one, I thought some of this would be cute. So I have this old tape measure. So I just want to say to my son, Corey, if you're watching this video, if you see any of these old paper vintage tape measures, grab them for me, because this is a fun way to use them in your journals. Take that and just measure out a piece and glue that sucker down. So knew that one day we'd be using these for decorating. It's like, you think about it, you think, okay, what now are we using that's modern that someday somebody's going to say, oh, look at this vintage this or that. Okay, we're on the wrong side. There we go. So that'll go just above that fold, because that's where you're going to stick it on the, that's where you're going to stick it on the journal page, right? So you can do that. Let's see. You can stamp on these. Like I did an eyelet because that was sturdy up there, but that's the one with the tab. This one's going to be flush. So you can put eyelets, you can put lace. That's fun. I like that. One of my favorite stamps is that splatter. Let's see. What else can we put on here? What did I do with my lace? Okay, so I've got a sheet of some little bitty, some labels here. I don't know with this design how well those are going to look. Let's cut a piece of lace to go. Yeah, let's cut a piece of lace to just lay over the top of this. Okay. That's cute. So lace, anything. I have some buttons over here. I might do that. Or I might do the brown one. Yeah, the brown one might stick out better. Sorry, I'm mumbling again. Okay, so the brown one, we're gonna go with brown because it needs some, yeah, there we go. I mean, you know, probably not the fanciest, but you get the point. So this is just gonna slide over your, that's gonna be flush, pretty flush, on the top of your page. So you're not gonna see it like the other one. You can make them either way, simple, simple. So that's that one. These are the ones I made. And like I said, these work. It's just, you know, they're a little bit more flimsy. But see how simple that is. It's just a matter of a couple folds and you're there. So then, like I said, these can be used on the side of your page as well, which I think is a cool idea myself. Just sticking things in there. So you can have long ones, and you can have short ones, and you can decorate them any way you want. You can put the eyelets in. You could put a ribbon, tie a ribbon and have that stick up. Anything, really. There's no limit to this. If you think about it, you can use any patterns, any combination. Just try to figure out which, if you're using double-sided, then you need to figure out which side's going to end up on the outside, because I wanted those numbers on the outside, but I folded it wrong. So anyway, that is the project for today. I thought that was such a cool little idea, because these are so useful. And if you mass make a bunch, then you've got them, you make them plain, and then decorate them when you know what the theme of your journal is going to be, and throw them on several pages. It just really, without doing too much other effort to something, it just adds a little extra interest in your journal. They're fun, they're cute, and they don't take that much time, and you can decorate them any way you want. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.